What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? Welcome back to Moxy Approved. Now, this next guy, I never thought people in America ever would try to turn this guy into a saint. But what we talking about? What we talking about? This past week, a letter inscribed by Osama Bin Laden in 2001 has went viral 22 years later.
I will never look at life the same. I will never look at this country the same. Please read it. And if you have read it, let me know if you are also going through an existential crisis in this very moment. Because in the last 20 minutes, my entire viewpoint on the entire life I have believed and I have lived has changed.
It went viral mainly on TikTok as a lot of Gen Z folks wasn't shy about how they felt about it.
I need you to stop what you're doing and go read A Letter to America. It is literally the craziest thing I've read in a while. And while I can't say that I'm that surprised, I am pretty shocked.
It explains so much, and I guarantee you it's going to blow your mind. In majority of these situations, and this letter was insanely eye-opening. I really urge everybody to Google and read it, because I thought that I had quite a lot of media literacy, but this takes it to a whole nother fucking level where I was just like, holy shit, like propaganda is genuinely so deeply embedded into our fucking DNA.
This has left me very disillusioned, and I feel the same exact way I felt when I was deconstructing Christianity. I feel a little bit just confused, like I have entered into another timeline. What is this?
Then you had a group of people who was not shy about speaking about how they felt, about how other people felt about it. You keeping up with me?
The way our minds were shaped, everything is a lie, and the veil of reality that we knew prior to this October has dropped completely. It's over and done with.
Like, everything he said was valid.
So we have now reached a point in American idiocy where Americans are agreeing with Osama Bin Laden.
This went on so much that this letter called Letter to America, who I'm gonna call OBL. I'm gonna call him OBL. This letter has been public all these years. Well, The Guardian, who had a full text transcript of this on their webpage, they removed it.
Yesterday, I saw a million TikToks talking about this. And now, today...
Yeah. People were talking about this letter so much, a letter that's 22 years old and that's public, they removed it.
It's all taken down.
Yeah, what the fuck you think they trying to have people get motivated and reading the truth and stuff like that? Nah, man, it's America. Take that offline. And to be honest with you, even TikTok has made it hard to find on their platform. Like, look, I tried to find this video by searching for it like this. Couldn't find it. You can't even search that name on TikTok. Now, before I go through some of the main parts, I just want to tell you right now, I don't condone any of this stuff that I'm reading. I'm just sharing it with y'all for educational purposes. All right, you know I got to put that out there. While you at it, man, apply pressure to that subscribe button. After reading this letter, I see why they don't want people to have access to it, because he spoke on a lot of things from today's political landscape. And here is some of the reasons why they've been removing it all over the place. But hold on, wait. Cut this music off. Cut the music off. I need some more appropriate music. There we go. That's that Arabic shit. There we go. It is saddening to tell you that you are the worst civilization witnessed by the history of mankind. That which you are singled out for in the history of mankind is that you have used your force to destroy mankind more than any other nation in history. He spoke about why the 9/11 attacks were happening, mainly because of what they were doing in Palestine. The blood pouring out of Palestine must be equally revenged. You must know that the Palestinians do not cry alone. Their women are not widowed alone. Their sons are not orphaned alone. Oh, he was no fan at all about the creation of Israel. No fan at all. The creation and continuation of Israel is one of the greatest crimes, and you are the leaders of its criminals. And of course, there is no need to explain and prove the degree of American support for Israel. The creation of Israel is a crime which must be erased. He got real angry talking about America and their utilizations of usury. I hope I pronounced it wrong. Usury. You are the nation that permits usury, which has been forbidden by all the religions. Yet you build your economy and investments on usury. Usury is a term that they use in Islam, which is pretty much giving out loans with high interest rates. Yeah, they highly against that in Islam. But they're not too much against porn. It can be. Because OBL was a big fan of porn. In fact, if he was alive today, he would love OnlyFans. And the man loved memes too. So he'd be in love OnlyFans and TikTok. Come on now, he's a terrorist. I can take a cheap shot. After reading this letter, I got a little bit of nostalgia from last year. It reminded me a lot
that just so happened to be Jewish
of Kanye West rants from last year.
Yeah. I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though? We can't say who they is,
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use.
In fact, so much they pretty much singing the same song. Like here, when he spoke about the folks from the J community running the country. Do you remember Ye on Timcast?
It says you can't claim that there's multiple people inside of banks or in media that are all Jewish. The red media controls both sides. It just said it as simple as possible.
I mean, this part here is pretty much the same thing that Kanye said. In all its different forms and guises, the Jews have taken control of your economy, through which they have then taken control of your media, and now
Jared Kushner was next to Trump, Ron Emanuel was next to Obama. But see, since 1940, go ahead. So I'm fighting Gap, get out of Gap, fighting Adidas, and then I deal with this little bit of noise from, Zionism from the fashion world, where they use this plant named Gabby, who's obviously like some kind of CIA agent, knows nothing about fashion.
And now control all aspects of your life, making you their servants and achieving their aims at your expense. Precisely what Benjamin Franklin warned you against. Do you remember when Kanye was getting interviewed by reporters and he showed this picture?
Okay, so this right here is a chart of Universal Studios, 20th Century Fox, ABC News, CBS News, Columbia Pictures, Warner Brothers, ESPN Sports.
A few moments later.
Fox News, Washington Post, Metro. Google, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, Comedy Central, NBC Entertainment, Google, what else do we have? Disney, ABC Kids Family, YouTube, Los Angeles Times, Discovery Network, Paramount Pictures, Facebook, Huffington Post, Yahoo, Marvel, Hulu, Cosmopolitan, Touchstone, Associated Press, Pixar, Miramax, HBO, New York Post, LucasArts, MSNBC. DreamWorks Animation. Now the thing is, I skipped over maybe about 5 of them because it was just unclear on this list. The red are the executives that are at these companies.
Now, this letter, it didn't shock me at all. I get it. Gen Z was raised under a lot of censorship. So a lot of information that we think is regular was kept from them.
Not only have never read this letter, but I didn't even know this letter existed.
So to them, if he said all this stuff 22 years ago.
You have declared a jihad against the United States. Can you tell us why?
The US government has committed acts that are extremely unjust, hideous, and criminal through its support of the Israeli occupation of Palestine. And we believe the US is directly responsible for those killed in Palestine, Lebanon, and Iraq.
And it sounds as if he was commenting off the news of today. To them, it must be some truth to it. That's how Gen Z think. But take in mind, a lot of things shock Gen Z. But you tell me in the comment section how you feel about it. I remember years ago, everybody was saying OBL ain't dead. They saw him at 7-Eleven. Now, years later, everybody acknowledging the dude is dead. But all of a sudden, he's a prophet. I don't know about that one. Well, anyways, You know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxy Approved, right? With that water. See y'all here next time on Moxy Approved.